Hi everybody, and the final activity we're looking at here is running our weighted auction. So again, sticking with our current event, our widgets, we have progressed the RFQ from the widgets to a weighted auction. And as I mentioned, the RFQ bids are not carried through into the auction because your participants may be a bit upset by that. And so the auction has started blank. So at this point we kind of sit and wait and hope our participants shall start placing some bids for the auction. So our auction itself, the screen refreshes every 5 to 7 seconds or so automatically, so you don't need to actively do anything. Every time you see it flash yellow like that, it means that a little update's gone on, something somewhere has happened on the server, and it's refreshed to show you the latest information. So we can see our bids as they come in, and we'll sort of continue to watch this as the bids come in. So just fast forward a little bit, we can see there's about 17 minutes left in our auction, and we've got quite a nice spread of bids coming in. So you can see there's six for that lot, 7 for lot 2, and a couple of bids each for these bottom 2 lots. And you can see our best overall score is sort of updating live during the auction, following the same calculations that we set up, and we can see how our overall position is changing as well. So at the moment we're still looking at a loss, however we will hopefully see that change as the auction goes on. As with the original RFQ tab, you can drill into all of these different figures. So if you want to remind yourself what the particular lot was looking like, how you set that up, you can click on the lot name. If you want to look at how the best overall score is made up and what the other scores are within this event, you can just click on that. And this updates live during the auction as well, so you can see the latest position. So here's our weighted rank 1, 2 and 3, and then you can see how other bids have changed over time. So we can see our guy in first place, the price score is 72%, questionnaire score is 72%. So you can see that even though they're not offering the overall best bid, this guy here for example is offering 480, because their questionnaire is so much better, overall they are a better prospect. So it's kind of suggesting that the non-price element of this supplier is much stronger. And you can condense it down just to the best bid, so you can just see what the overall positions for each supplier was rather than seeing the overall history of bids. You can also see the bid history of the actual the financial figures and how they're progressing over time. So here we have the best one at 480 versus 540, however that guy overall is in a lower ranking. And finally we can see how many active participants we have in the auction, which is a very important piece. So you can click on this number here, that brings up your little pop-up, and you can see the different participants that are active, whether they're bidding, how many bids they've each placed, whether they're logged on. So we know who to chase if somebody's not logged on at this particular time. And it's also a nice, easy and rapid way for us to send out messages as well, or for the host to send out messages. So you can just tick the box and quickly send them a message. We have a little graph as well, which we're just in the process of updating, but these are our current set of graphs that are there. And so first of all we can see the participant progression, so we're just letting that load. And here are our different graphs. So we've got the participant progression, where each participant is opening up their bid and where they currently are positioned. We've got best bid progression, which is just showing you how the bid has progressed over time, and a difference progression, which is showing you how the savings has progressed over time. And we are currently updating our graphs, so we'll have a lot more with you in the future, where you'll be able to see breakdowns of your overall score, so in terms of the questionnaire score and the non-price score, to give you the overall score for each participant and how that's changing over time, and to give you a real breakdown and insight as to what is happening, as well as live bidding as well, the kind of horse race graphs. So that is an auction and how you manage it. And this is probably the most complex auction you'll see, with weightings and questionnaire responses and all sorts of things going in there. So you can also do just price alone auctions, which are much more simple. And there we go.